Hi, my name is Fazal Rahman and we will discuss how can we read a data layer and how can we extract the values from the data layer and how can we use these values in the to send the geo for other ad platform. So we are in the Google Tag Manager, so we have to go to the preview. So basically we would write a demo data layer push to send the value. So they need URL. So this is our website URL. So we have to click the connect. So basically we would write the data layer push and so so you have to go to the inspect and go to the console. So it is showing that. So let's again reload the page. So I want to show you that when I push the data layer, so my events would be must be appeared there. So you can see our DOM ready mean HTML structure is loaded, window loaded means our complete page has been loaded. Okay, so now I am in the console. So I will write the data layer push data layer. So the spelling is wrong. Data layer push, and so I will use. So if I want to send an event to the data layer, so what would be the event? Event would be, I think, um, purchase. If you have to cover it into the. So for we I want to send with them another values with the purchase, like what was the value of the purchase, what was the transaction ID, what was the currency, and more other values if you want to send with this purchase. uh, because these values you want to send to the GA4 or other ad platform, then you can push these value into the data layer. From the data layer we would pick through the Google Tag Manager. So these are the e-commerce value. Then you have to name your folder name e-commerce and put the colon, and then because we would make the separate folder for this, what was the value. So value would be, I put a random number like 43, and what was the transaction ID would be 3322. So what were the currency? The currency would be our PKRs. What were you add? So in my case, I would add USD. Okay, then you have to close your bracket and close your. So now you can see that our data layer code has been completed. Now it is ready to push the data into the data layer, but you have to understand. So if you want to send this value to the Google Tag Manager, you want these value picked by the Google Tag Manager, then you would able to send this value to the other platform like the GF4, Meta ads or the Google ads or whatever other platform with send these value with your tag. Then you have to create a variable for these values. So how can you create a variable for this value? You have to go to the Google Tag Manager and go to the variable section. So when you go to the variable section, so there are the two type of the variable. One is the built-in variable, the other is user-defined variable. So you have to click on the user-defined variable and click again. So there would be fine. You can see there is a data layer variable. Data layer variable means these variable will pick the value from the data layer. So therefore these would be known as the data layer variable. So now you have to tell the exact name which is present in your data layer, in your data layer code. So for example, in this case, the my folder name e-commerce. So first you have to tell the variable name what is your folder from which they have to pick the variable. So you have to copy and paste this folder. then you have to put the comma, sorry, put the full stop, because my full stop button is not working. Then you have what value you want to create a variable value transaction, whatever you want. Then you have to give the name value, so I will write the value name. Okay, now our variable has been completed. Now you have to name this variable value variable. Okay, so you have to save this variable here. So now you can create further two more variable, transaction ID, currency, for the currency, but for the current type we just given a demo, so it one variable it is enough. So now let me show you our data layer. So now when I enter this data layer, so you can see that our data layer has been gone to the gone to the data layer. So how can I verify? So let console log window data layer. So you will see that our values has been pushed into the data layer. You can see that purchase value has been appeared, but with the e-commerce value also present. When you open this, you can see currency transaction ID values. Now I have to check that these values are present in the Google Tag Manager or not. So when you come, you can see our purchase event has been appeared here. So you can see that our purchase event has been appeared. Now if I see the variable which I make, we are make variable, so you can see that our value variable is also present because we added the 43. So value it is now it is added the 43 value, it is picked by the which variable we already make it is used. So you can use this variable to send the data to the GA4 or other platform with the tags. So through this method you can push the values into the data layer. From the data layer you can make a variable for these values, and through the variable you can send these values to the other platform, like any other platform. So this is from me. Thank you so much.